Yes.
All right.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, you?
Good.
Good.
So, okay, I don't have a camera person, so I just wanted to make sure everything was going good.
We're good.
All right, so Timeless, what can you tell me about it?
Timeless is it's a big, adventurous, epic show. We've got a trio of three people. We got a historian, a soldier, which is myself, and a scientist, and we're basically chasing this criminal back in time who has stolen a time machine. We have to take a kind of a prototype backup and basically stop him from doing whatever he's trying to do, which we don't exactly know yet, but we assume he's trying to ruin history and ruin, which of course ruins what we know presently. Every action has a reaction, and it ripples out throughout time. So any little changes can be devastating to our present timeline. That was a long-winded answer about what the show is.
That's perfect. It's anything with time travel is going to be a little long-winded.
It is. I mean, it's time travel. It's complicated. It can be. I mean, that luckily we have some amazing writers who, Eric Kripke is well traveled in the science fiction world, and Sean Ryan, who brings some amazing character stuff to television.
And what can you tell me about your character?
So my character, his name is Master Sergeant Wyatt Logan. He's Delta Force, so he's brought on as sort of like the brawn of the group. His mission within the larger mission to stop this criminal is basically accomplish the mission at all costs. The other team members don't know about that, so he is instructed to basically make it happen no matter what, even if that means killing his teammates. That's sort of his secret in a way. He's lost his wife in the past. We know that from the pilot. So right now I don't know that he has a whole lot to live for. I think he's plucked right off the battlefield and thrown into the situation. I think we're going to find out exactly why him, particularly for this mission. We'll kind of find out more. But I think he's a little reckless. He's a little rogue. He's extremely skilled, highly tactical, and we'll see a little bit more as we go on.
So one of the things you mentioned is that going back in time, you can prevent the present from happening, and one of the things that could happen is your character could not be born as a result of that. Is that something that really you think is on his mind, or is he not concerned about that?
I think at the moment Wyatt's not even thinking about that. That's kind of the beauty of it, that this team is just selected off the street, like you and I. And if we're thrown into this situation and all this is happening around us and we get jammed into a time machine, we're probably not yet thinking about, well, what if in the future I come back and I'm not even here? How does that work? So these are all layers and very, very complex layers of this whole story and how this all works. We see a little bit of that in our pilot. Lucy comes back and massive things have changed for her. People are no longer around, just like you said. People are not born, and some people are born, and so on and so on. So I don't think it's something Wyatt's thinking about at the moment, but I think that his thoughts are more with, I'm in a time machine, can I save my wife from dying?
One of the other things that Eric and Sean were telling me is that the second episode is going to take place in 1865. Can you tell me a little bit about filming some of that?
Yeah, we're actually only one day into filming. I was shooting yesterday, a couple hours up north of Vancouver, and we flew in late last night. But yeah, it's 1865. It's the Union has just won the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln. It's the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, and it's an interesting time in history. I think we're going to see, had that not happened, how would the country have continued to progress from that point? Would we be dealing with the things that we're dealing with even now, even today, with race issues in our country? Who knows? All that stuff could have changed for the better had he not been assassinated. Possibly, maybe the worse. I don't know. We don't know. But it's interesting. I mean, something that the first day on set, I show up and I'm immediately amazed at the production value. We had amazing production value in the pilot. That carries over into the second episode, and from what I understand, it's going to be continuing on the next few episodes. I mean, we've got all the costumes. I hear we're spending massive amounts of budget on costumes and just we're, Abigail was wearing this huge dress from the 1860s. It's incredible. It looks awesome.
That sounds amazing. If you had a time period you would travel to, where would it be?
That's such a tough question. time period that I'd want to be living in. I don't know, but just as a fly on the wall, I would love to be at the Last Supper. I mean, can you imagine?
That's a great answer.
Yeah, can you imagine what was said exactly in those moments, and what was conveyed, and what did Jesus say exactly? I mean, obviously we have the Bible and we have the red letters, but I don't know. It would be incredible to be there.
That's a great answer. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.